Hello. Yes. Welcome to this stream. This is the Kenyan Hexagon. Once again, karibuni sana, jambo. Yeah, what up, guys, and welcome, guys. Um, yeah. Let's get this started. Yes, those who have been in this stream, in my channel, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Yes. Just going to get started in a few. Um, I'm going to share my screen on the best charts on crypto right now. Yes, this is the best chart right now on crypto, and you can go to your browser and search thebestchart.com, and then you'll be able to pull these statistics up very easily. And now this is what is happening right now in the market. So this is live data, live analytics on how these um, assets are performing. And on this page, we are looking at PROVEX, and PROVEX is proving it on chain. You can see the price right now, it's trading at 0.40827. It's almost going to cut 10, yeah, to flip 10 in a few. Yeah, we're going also to be checking at the chart right now on how these stats are getting represented by price performance. That will be like a pure price performance. Yes. Yeah, so karibuni sana. We are just getting started. I don't know. As soon as we get enough people on stream, we'll be set to go. But either way, we are here. Um, I'm so sure like everyone who will follow this up will be able now to learn something, and welcome. As you are watching this, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that at least you'll be getting updates on what is happening. Like right now you can see Provex is actually price is moving up and to the right. Yeah, you can see right now it is trading at 0.40827 US dollars. Yeah, that is the price of one token of PROVEX. Now remember, now this PROVEX is sitting, or it is hosted on the Chain blockchain. Okay, so on the Chain blockchain we have some several core coins, which are we have Hex. Hex was the first one that was launched on the Ethereum blockchain before it was forked, and after it was forked, we had Chain. So after we had now Chain blockchain, now this Chain blockchain, which is now trading at 0.4048. Actually, this is the equivalent of Ethereum blockchain. All right. So this is the gas token of the blockchain, and you can see it is trading at this price 0.40148 US dollars. Yeah. Now after it was forked, now we had a Hex sitting on or getting hosted on the blockchain blockchain. So this is the original Hex actually. This is just the same thing that was being held on the Ethereum blockchain. So we still have EHEX. EHEX was the original was the original coin, or original token. Actually, to be precise, it was the original token that was hosted by Richard Hart on the Ethereum blockchain. Actually, it is now called the OG Hex, and it is trading at 0.20163. Yeah. So now when we had EHEX, after we had EHEX, um like the Ethereum blockchain had some issues. So now we had now to switch from Ethereum blockchain to Chain blockchain. So now after that, now we have now the we still have Hex. on the Paxchain blockchain. So anything that was hosted on the Ethereum blockchain, which was an ERC20 by the time Paxchain was getting launched in 2023, everything was copied on Paxchain blockchain. So if you might be there, maybe you do not know, maybe if you are having some free coins, go to paxchain.com and you'll be able now to pull your your free coins or your airdrop coins or tokens on the Paxchain blockchain. Yeah, so now that gives you a good example. Now we add EHEX, which was the original hex, and it was on the Ethereum blockchain. That's why we call it EHEX, Ethereum hex. Okay, and then now after we had Paxchain, now we have now this hex, the original hex, which is now sitting on the Ethereum, um, which is sitting on the Paxchain blockchain. Let me expand this quite a little. Yeah, so this is the price of the current now hex that we have on Paxchain at 0.20415 US dollars. And actually now this starts on the best chart. It is chart tracking how price has been performing from the bottom. Okay, now it has to be known that price actually has been down for the longest time, and now it has been going up. Yes, now this was the bottom of the bottom of that. This was the bottom of the barrel. Let me call it that way. So like now since then, since this around June 9th, price has been going up, and you can see from this bottom price has gone up 503% from that hex bottom, from the measured hex bottom. Okay, now that is the first gateway of understanding these analytics. And now that then the other thing, now we have this linear scale that is showing. Now this is just measuring the road to 10,000 times. 10,000 times from when price will move from this bottom and get to 10,000 times from this area. Now you can see from that bottom, price has just gone up. The bottom multiple is 6 times, 6.03 times from the low. So this hex cycle progress will be tracked up to these 10,000 times. All right, all right. Welcome once again. I think I might be going very fast, but no one is here. So as soon as you are here, make sure you can post a comment. Let me type these. Post a comment. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is the Kenyan Hexicon once again. Welcome to this live stream. Anyone who will be watching this live stream maybe sometimes later will be very much appreciated by me. Yeah, I was doing this, and at the time now you're watching this live stream, you can comment at you can comment on this video to track the price at which you're looking these assets at. So once again, I'm just giving a brief explanation about these assets. All right, now this is hex, and yeah, I've just explained about hex and ehex. All right, now ehex, this is the original hex that was sitting on the Ethereum blockchain, the OG. Now from the law, now, these assets have actually been going down for the longest time. Actually, we have had more than 11 months of a drawdown, and price has been actually very bearish, negative almost 90 plus percent on most of these assets. So we are actually recovering from these, and we are going now to be tracking these prices from this lot bottom for now. We've been tracking them for now quite some time, and yes, Now we are here. Now EHEX is climbing. You can see it is up 302.76% from the bottom. You can see the bottom was around 13 July, and now since then price has been going up. You can see right now price is at here on this day on 22nd. Price is trading at 0.20163 US dollars. Actually, you can see it's up from the bottom 302%. And now this linear scale here is showing how price is being tracked to the road to 10,000 times, 10,000 times from this bottom. You can see now from the bottom multiple, it's 4.03 times from the low. Yeah, so we are very, very early. You can get inside this asset anytime that you wish. All right. Now you can just make a good you can do yourself a good favor. You go to your browser and search hex.com, and you'll now be able now to understand now what is hex. Yeah, hex has already, by the way, gone 10,000 times. So this is not like the first time it is going up to 10,000 times. So it has already gone. Hex went up 10,000 times in price in 2 years. That was it. Now so far we have had more years of flawless operation. So let it be just on record that Hex started on into 2019. Yeah, that is when now Richard Hart actually brought Hex up, and it has been trading quite quite good. Although now we have had many like ups and downs, like Richard Hart has been accused of very many things. Yeah. So and we have gone all through that, and we are here right now. Now Hex has been up and running. It has been having flawless operation since it was started, and we are here. We are here. Yeah, Hex up, price up, price up, price up. Let me pull these up again. Now Hex, you can see this is the official website for Hex, and you will be able now to see the current price of Hex. This is the HEX. No, the PHEX price on past chain. It's trading at 0.2042 US dollars. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the official website. You will be able now to see some of the news that have happened before, and that's why the purpose of doing this video or having this live stream is just to explain on real time what has happened. I can never capture everything in one live stream, and that's why we are going to be doing this for a very long time. And make sure you subscribe, and yeah, just tune in. You'll be able now to understand some of these things in very raw language, in honest language. Yeah. We are not selling anything here. Just get the information, and after that you'll be able now to make your own decision after doing your own research to see whether you are going to invest in some of these assets. All right. Now, yeah, we have had the hex.com diamond. Richard had bought the world's largest cut diamond. Yeah, actually this happened and it was big news. It's billion of years old, weighs 5.5 5,555.55 carats, and has five faces. Yeah, it celebrates the Mexican cultural heritage as the longest hex mining that can take place in 555 days, and some people have 5,555 tattoos. Richard Hart named it the Hex.com Diamond. So a while ago, Richard Hart bought this Hex Diamond because it has these 555.55 carats. Now, this is very significant to the hex community because you can be able now to stake your hex between 1 day, that is 24 hours, to a maximum of 15 years, which is 5,555 days from the point that you will be staking. So this is something that will never end. It will continue happening. So if you want right now, you can buy some hex, have it in your wallet. You go to your front end, and then you will be able now to stake your hex for that period. Okay, but then you can even create a ladder. You can stake for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Yeah, you can stake any period that you want and have as many stakes as you want. I think I've captured a lot of information in that one statement, because I usually get a lot of questions around how do you can you stake more than once. Yeah, you can be able to stake more than once. Now the future of finance is here. You can mine hex by running some node on your computer, yeah, or phone. Yeah, once you write you can mine hex by running some code on your computer or phone once, and writing and waiting anywhere from 1 to 555 days, and you choose how long. Yeah, then you can mint your rewards by running some code once more. You earn rewards. Earn rewards based on how long you commit to wait. Longer pays better. Imagine minting hex rewards while the price of hex is going up. You win twice. Okay, hex is totally decentralized. You mint your own rewards. There is no middleman in hex. Actually, that is very, very right, because once you're interacting with this code, you are interacting with your, like, you are your own bank. You're interacting with your own code at your own time, and you make your own smart contract at the time that you are staking. Yeah, so that is very simple, simply explained, that you can mint, you'll be minting hex rewards uh, during that period that you have staked that hex. Yeah, for all that period until now you unstake or your stake matures. Yeah, so there's a lot of stories around that. There's a lot of information around shares, T-shares, and how you can maximize that. Now, how you become a publisher, you'll be able now to learn all that on these live streams. So welcome, welcome once again. Um, um, I'm trying to be as to simplify this information as easy as it can be, but this is what is happening. So Hex is special, Hex is changing lives, delayed gratification is the key to success in personal development and investment and investing. Hex incentivizes you to use time to your advantage. Yeah, so this is the incredible Hex. You see the incredible performance. Cryptocurrencies are the highest appreciating asset class in the history of mankind. Bitcoin price appreciated 6.5 million times in 12 years, from 0.01 to 65. Now the current price of BTC actually is trading almost at this price, at 65,000 US dollars. Hex has appreciated 9,481 times so far, outpacing both Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is in very incredible performance, all right, and it is still moving up. So Hex removes middlemen. You'll be able now to understand that Hex is a finished, immutable, unstoppable smart contract with 3 independent audits from 2 of the top blockchain contract auditors in the world. By design, there is no central entity in Hex. No one owes anybody anything. As long as you have your own private key, you truly own your Hex. Actually, yes, we do not have any middlemen here. And apart from these audits, these 3 audits, Hex has been tested, because since we had now there's a case that was up and running, and we had all these incidences when we were being called scammers and Hex was being called a scam. It has withstand it has withstood withstood all that. So yeah, this is very quite very very it is quite very evident that price is looking to move up. Now, Hex share price went up 16,000 16,000 times. The price of a single T-share rose from 0.56 US dollars to as high as 9,000 US dollars. My God. Yeah. So the hex inflation is capped at 3.69%. Hex is the first cryptocurrency to with a chart of its future locked supply. You can see when big miners are committed to stop mining and plan around them to mint your rewards when others are less likely to be minting pairs. Yeah. So hex mining rewards daily. You get rewarded daily. Miners and actually either miners or publishers. Yeah, if you have staked hex, you are a miner. So hex miners earn rewards daily. They can mint them all at once at the end of their commitment. This multiplies their ROI when hex price appreciates against USD. Active miners get to mint extra rewards for themselves when other miners mint their rewards earlier or later than they committed. Hex rewards longer and larger mining as well. Yeah, so if you've staked right now for 15 years and you have not reached actually half of that period, you get penalized more than the person who has actually staked and has actually committed to half of that period. If you have if you commit to half of that period, you get penalized actually at all instances. At the point you have to wait for your stake to mature, and after it has matured, now you are able now to unstake and get your rewards. You get your principal and any rewards that come along with that stake. Yeah, we are going to be talking around very many things around Hedron, Com. Yeah, those are some of the airdrops that you get once you stake Hex, and plus very many others. Yeah, so we have held Hex spotted in very many ads around the world. Yeah, so this is the chart. Actually, this was just an outlook of what is happening. Let's go back to this chart here. Actually, we were talking about this, and now these are some of the assets that we'll be talking about in these live stream, because yeah, they are quite so much. Yeah, this is just a snapshot of what is happening. Yeah, so this was the OG hex, and you can see it has been performing, and it has been performing quite well. Yes. Now let's look at what is happening with PLS. PLS actually, this is how it is going. You can see price is trading at 0.40147. Actually, with the current fuss in the market and with this current price going up, we have had very many. We are having very many and we are having anticipation that price will be going up. Now this from this bottom you can see price has been tracked from the bottom, and now this is now what is going now to bring a lot of information to the people who do not know what is happening. And once people now are coming back to crypto, these are the assets they are going to find, because these are some of the best and decentralized assets, because at the end of the day people will be looking at what is going to stand and what is legit. Yeah, so yeah, now we have Pastin, and you can see its gas token is trading at 0.40. So currently not this price up. Yeah, now back again, this is PRVX. PRVX is the liquidity engine from the low, and you can see it's trading at 2.5154 percent from the bottom. Okay, and its price is trading at 0.40138 US dollars. All right, now I'm just going to pass through these um quite fast, because yeah, we were looking at Hex, and yeah, the price chart is actually looking quite interesting. Yeah. Now this is the incentive token. This is the rewards token. Yeah. So once you provide liquidity in the basic farms that are in the perfect PLSX liquidity pools, yeah, you are able now to get incentivized. Yeah. And if you are also maybe a validator, if you validate these transactions that are happening on chain, you get incentivized with this INC, the incentive token. All right. Yeah. So yeah, once you provide liquidity, you get incentivized with this token, and this token currently is trading at 0.732 US dollars. Okay, its price has been going up. Actually, now this was the bottom. We are going to look at these assets, because now these assets, look at this, look at this. These assets have we are at day 1198 since they were launched. So this is a set of an ecosystem where we have all these assets, and it's the liquidity is complementing each other, it's pegged to each other, and especially hex. Yeah, but now if you are going now to understand now, the incentive token has been trading actually very low, and its price actually is going up from the bottom, from the all-time low, the ATL here, the all-time low. You can see price has moved up to 200% from that low, and that's why now you can be able now to see price is trading at 0.7258 US dollars. Okay, now again from the best chart here, from the best chart here, the bestchart.com here, that's why now you are able now to see its price. Yes, it is at this point, but now from this bottom, price has moved up 211, 211.87%. This is the measured low. All right. Yeah. So I'm quite fascinated by all these metrics, because these analytics will be showing real-time price of these assets. And once people are coming to, once the investors will be looking at which assets are these they are going to invest, they will come and find this. All right. So align yourself and make sure you have bought this deep. We are still at the deep. We are still at the deep. Price is still at the bottom. Price is still at the bottom. All right. Yeah. Now we are back at PROVEX. PROVEX. This was the chart that we are looking at. Now PROVEX is proving it at 167.95%, and you can see now from the bottom, price has gone up. Actually, it is just passing up, going up. You can see up and to the right, currently price is trading at 0.40823 US dollars. It's about now to cross another 10. All right. Once it crosses 10, we are up and running. Now, look at this. Look at this. This is the chart for PROVEX. This is the chart for PROVEX, and this is what is happening. The price actually has been moving up, and it has been making significant movement. Yeah, because you can be able now to see this was the previous price performance. This was when it was started, the third month of this month, and then you can see it went up to this point, and then now since then price has been going down. Actually, if we measure this has been like months and months of drawdowns. Okay, yeah, this is something that has actually fascinated a lot of people, because no one had anticipated for that. Like, and no one knew that price would go that down. But now, to your surprise, this is what has happened. I'm looking to share a small screenshot of a period when price was down. Okay, before this low, before the current low, price was actually down, and this was. Let me show you. Let me show you. Now, this was the PROVEX is gonna suppress. I had tweeted this. This is my page on x.com, so you can follow me. Yeah, on X, I'm the Kenyan Hexican. You will find my page there, and you can be able now to see on July 11th, 2026, price was actually looking very low. You can see price had reached at this point here where it was trading at 0.40, actually, yeah, 40313136. Yeah, and since then now price has been moving up. Yeah, that is what I was trying now to show on these other on these other on this now current chart where we have uh, the current price where price is uh, trading at 0.408213. Actually, prices move from this point up to this point. Yeah, since June around 11th. I had tweeted that June 11th somewhere here. Yeah, yeah, and then I think I called the law. If I'm going to maybe brag about anything on this live stream, I'm going to brag about this point when I said on June 11th, price will go up. I think I've just showed that on my X, yeah, my X page when I said when I tweeted that Provex is going to surprise you all, and since then, price has been going up. You can see the current price of Provex right now. Man, this is I don't know. This is just this is this is quite this is quite big, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks. I can see my bro. Yeah, bro. Man, you're gonna be rich one day. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, let me go back to this. So this is this is a good price depiction and a good mapping of how price has been performing since it tapped at this low, and you can see it has been accumulating, and right now it has done the fast expansion. All right, now so these movements will be happening like the way it was moving down. While when it will be going up, you'll be able to see that momentum like increasing. You can see the point when it was going down at these points, the candlesticks are quite very small but very consistent. They are many reds with very small bodies. But right now, after prices started pumping up, you can see the bodies of those candles are quite big, like they are quite full and huge. So that is like a good example and a good pictorial example of showing that the momentum right now is quite very high, and the price will be looking up to break out of these previous resistance zones. Yeah, now these were resistance zones as price was going down. Yeah, you can see after it reached at this all-time high and this higher low, um, lower high that is. Yeah, you can see price is now almost at those points again, and I'm very sure it is going to break out of these points. Yeah, anytime soon. Yeah, so we'll be tracking this price almost on a daily. Yeah, to be seen to see where price will be looking to move at. Yeah, so this is the daily time frame. If we maybe go to 4 hours, this is how price is trading in the 4 hours. Yeah, so there is quite some you'll understand with price is that it doesn't just like move like a skyrocket. It goes up and down, but this is what has been happening. If we see this point was touched, this is another point, and at that time price touched this point, it has been up, and now we are having these points, these trend lines as our trade, our support zones to see significant areas where price has made some impact. Now, if we see price again, maybe coming to retesting again to this point, maybe again, we'll will be confirming another buy entry. So we are having good entry points on these assets. So as much as price is going up, it is still they are still giving good opportunities for anyone to join. But then just you do not have to bring anyone. You are interacting with the code. You do not need anyone. You do not need anything to own these assets. The only thing that you need is your smartphone or your computer, and you will be good to go. Yeah. So you do not need any you do not need any other thing. Yeah, and good internet, so that at least you can be able now to interact with the code very easily. Yeah, so that is this is PROVEX, and this is how price is moving, and we are looking forward to see it pulse, maybe even prove it way higher. Yeah, you can see like there's a lot of momentum on these assets. Okay. um yeah. Now another asset maybe we were looking at was EHEX. Remember this EHEX here. This EHEX here. You can see here from this bottom, price has been going up to this point where it is trading at 0.20164. Yeah. Now its price chart is here. You can see how price has been moving. You can see from this bottom up to this point, it is the one that now we have seen on this chart, that it has moved up 304 percent, and that's why you can see now its current price trading at 0.614, 0.206 0.20164 US dollar. All right. And this linear scale again is just to show now the 10,000 multiple, 10,000 times multiple from this current bottom right now. So yeah. I'm quite fascinated around how this price is moving. Let me share this instead. This is the EHEX price chart, and this is how it has been performing. Actually, now if we are able now to maybe measure from this low, we are able now to see from that low, price has been going up almost, it has gone up almost 468, 468, around 460, 460. Was that the low or this is the low? I think this is the low. 496, 496.636% up to the point that they had reached to this higher high. Of course, now the current one, now you can see it is this is the current price where it is, and that's why we have seen it is around 639% up to the current place where it is right now. So this is quite fascinating because price is moving up, and it is very now aggressive. Now we have had months and almost 11 months. You can see. Let's see. Let's see it. Yeah. This is the monthly time frame. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 9 months. 9 months of a drawdown. Actually, it's more than that because now since the all-time high of when when in 2023 when Ethereum was forked, EHEX was trading at 0.01490. That is when now Ethereum was hard forked, and now we add the hex existing on the Parchain blockchain. So now this EHEX at that point was now when that happened, it was trading at 0.01490%. Yeah. So just to track this price again, you can see we have price moving actually quite aggressively right now, and this is just to show how price is moving. Let me adjust this trend line here. So basically, you just connect the highest high and the next higher low, and then now you can see now price will align itself. Now currently price is at that point again, but then if we go now to the into the smaller time frames, you'll be able now to see how price is interacting with that zone, this zone currently. And yeah, this is like the third touch. This is the third or the fourth touch. Okay, so this is EHEX, and it's looking quite interesting on how its price is performing. Okay, so yeah, we might say price has broken out of that this trend line, and that will now keep us informed if price is going to keep going up. Yeah, so as we are tracking this price, we are also getting informed on whether price is going to keep going up, or the corrections that we are seeing are going now um, to happen, and for how long are they going to happen. Yeah, so this is what is happening with EHEX. With EHEX, EHEX actually again it's 0.00164 US dollars. Yeah man, yeah man. We're going to let me just highlight a bit just around these assets. um we we are at the very inception period uh, of the dip. Okay, the dip just ended, and now price will be looking to move up. If you can see now, this chart here, you can see like price touched this point here. This was the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, this is the fifth one. Actually, you can see price has broken out of it, and it has retested. It's retesting at that zone again. Actually, I'm not even like talking about the real thing here, because something is happening. Let me delete this. Something is happening, and I don't know whether we are capturing this in this live stream. I might be calling another signal up, because this is quite interesting. You see, when price once you, let me draw this again. Once you draw these again here, we have this order block around this period. Actually, this was the higher high, the all-time high. Okay. Now the time we were saying on these assets here, you can see from the all-time high of these assets, you can see price was has gone down negative 95.83% from all-time high, from the time when price was this high. Let me change that, from when price was around this place. So now price has been going down all this time up to this point, and now why this is bringing a lot of fuss, a lot of attention to people, is that prices now pumped high, and at this point we are having new believers, we are having new investors, people who have bought at this low, people who never even like have not been there when hex was getting started. Okay, that was around 2019. All right, so since then, since this bottom, price has moved up, and you can see now these bull candles are actually, even the previous one, you can see the bull candles have always been the momentum has been quite high. Of course, the existing hexagons, once price goes up, they will be looking to take profit. But now there is something that will be fascinating, because when many investors will gather around this period from this bottom, this will mean that hex is going to have a lot of liquidity coming in, because price will be moving up uh, quite very fast. And then now, if we go back now to the metric and the technical side of hex, it will mean that many people will be locking up their hex for a certain period of time. I think at some point we'll be having very many 15 years stakers for very many years. Until now, these rewards will actually skyrocket, because again, there is not enough hex. So if you have at least one hex, will be worth a lot of money. Like, I can say maybe one hex, when it reaches the price of one Bitcoin, that will be another era. Actually, even Richard Hart has predicted something around when hex will reach some price. There's a certain price when hex will reach, you'll find its market cap will be more than Bitcoin. Yeah. So when hex was again getting started, it was called hex Bitcoin. So it's everything Bitcoin. It's just that now you can be able now to stake hex. Unlike Bitcoin, you can be able to stake it and get rewards. Again, these this tech, yeah, this tech was introduced by Richard Hart, and then very many other blockchains have started using this staking mechanism and all that. Yeah, so I think we have a lot of history that will get verified with time, and yeah, I think there will be a lot of meme coins around Richard Hart was right and all that, because it is now getting depicted with now how price is moving here. Let's see. This was the weekly time frame, and I was just showing this point where price had reached started moving down. You can see from this first point, the second point, the third point here, the fourth point, and now this was the fifth point. And you can see now price broke out of this point, and it is actually retesting. It is depicted by how price has broken out with this full momentum bullish candlestick. And then now the second one, you can see is shooting star, which is actually going to be closing this week. That will be tomorrow, and that will show how price is going to react from this point. So maybe actually we can even mark it. Let me mark it. Let me mark it. Actually, usually mark the the candlestick that broke out of that zone. Just the body. I don't know whether you need to mark all of it. But now this is the candlestick that has broken out of that zone. So now that zone is a resistance zone. Let's see how price is reacting on the smaller time frames. On the smaller time frames, this is what is happening. Actually, price is has broken out of it, has retested, and actually right now we are waiting for price now to break out of this higher high. Actually, this higher high and this next one here, where price has just tipped that point. Now, after this expansion, we get an accumulation, which when this accumulation is happening, it is actually retesting, it's correcting to a previous zone. Okay, so I believe this looks like probably like a bullish pennant. I don't know whether I'm right or not, but looks like a bullish pennant where, let me draw this low here, where price has actually tipped. Okay, okay. I need to draw this quite well. The tips where price has done some significant movement. Okay, let me change these to maybe I don't have blue, I have a lot of purple, yellow looks, let me check yellow, and then now we have this other point here where price had touched at this point. um um you have to be very ruthless once you are drawing this trend line. Like, you do not have to start forcing what your highs want to see. So you have to adjust these trend lines uh, as price moves, and at the tips of the wicks, you do not have to be very rigid with how you are drawing them. So this is how price is moving. So we are looking at to see price bounce off at this point where it is right now, and then yeah, once it breaks out of this previous zone here, we'll have confirmed that price will be moving up. Now let's go back to what we are waiting to see. This is what we are waiting to see. Actually, if price moves from from this zone here, from this zone, it is going to go up. Okay, actually that is one zone, because actually you see this was the previous higher high, the all-time high for hex. Of course, it wasn't like the all-time high, because this chart is showing when coin poker, or this is the screener, when the screener started to track this price, and it was started to be tracked when hex was um was now sitting on the past chain blockchain. So we have a long way to go. Actually, when price will be moving up here at this zone, we are going to be seeing a lot of news. You are going to be seeing a lot of news around this area. Actually, it's it's quite it's quite interesting on what is uh, is about to happen. Okay, we are going to be seeing a lot of uh, a lot of information. Then now, this is the dip. Yeah, so this is the dip. Any price where you buy between this point and this point, or this area, this is the dip, and we are just getting started. Actually, I wish to come to this stream again, or to this video again, and see how price reacted after we reviewed this price. Yeah, so I can see I'm an hour in since I started this live stream, and without much ado, I'm going to end it here, and just request you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check this up. You go to hex.com and you'll be able to learn much about hex. You can get started anytime. You can invest any amount of money that you want and try it out. You can even stake one hex and take it for 15 years, or take it for 1 month or 1 year, and see the rewards that it is going to give you. Yeah. So currently the price of that one hex you will be staking right now is 0.20413. So after you have staked it, and to the period that you wish to stake, maybe you can guess at what price maybe you will be expecting to get out. Okay. Yeah. So right about now, thank you very much for this. Anyone who is going to tune in, thank you for that, and make sure you leave a like and a comment on what you have learned um, in that stream. So thank you, and see you in the